What's going on, everybody? It's Bash with Revo Crew. We're here in the Revo studio, kicking off our virtual JUCO tour with Trashaun Combs-Pierce out of Independence. Trashaun, if you don't mind introducing yourself, my man.
My name is Trashaun Combs-Pierce. I'm from Norman, Oklahoma. This is my second year here at Independence, so I'm just looking to have a great year.
Yes, sir, man. Looking forward to it. Obviously, great freshman season to kick off the career. Had a solid summer, at some of the events that we hosted as well. For someone who hasn't seen you play, how would you describe your game?
I would describe my game as a defensive first, versatile forward who can stretch the floor a little bit and can slash and pass a willing passer.
Yes, sir. And I mean, at 6'8", man, some might refer to you as a point forward. I kind of saw you bring down the rock a little bit. Do you feel like, and maybe that's a factor, but there's something particular that sets you apart?
I just feel like how unselfish I am. Like I don't need to go out there and go score 20 points to win a game. Like I'm okay with scoring 8 and having 10 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 4 assists to go win a game.
No doubt, man. And kind of looking back on that freshman season, what was the biggest adjustment coming from high school, into your JUCO year?
I just say the physicality you playing versus a lot of grown men who were at the Division 1 level who came back down to prove themselves. So it's just more physical and faster pace with the shot clock.
No doubt, man. And I mean, obviously, you had a great summer. You got to work on some of the things in your freshman year that you're looking to, kind of portray into your sophomore year. Is there anything that in particular that sticks out that you're coming back on that particular thing better than ever?
My motor. A lot of people say I don't play hard enough, so I'm a prove the world that I can play hard
Yeah,
consistently.
I saw it firsthand, man. I think when I was at the event in Dallas, there was a block you had, or maybe it was a spin move on the baseline, and you looked at the dude and you're like, man, you can't guard me. So, nah, definitely can feel the motor intensity pick up. You've been known as a rebound and defensive presence. What have you been adding offensively to round out your game?
Uh, Space on the floor better. I shot 36 last year, trying to shoot 40, not the least. So I really just been working on my shooting and my decision making.
For sure. Caught a lot of attention too over the summer with some of the things you were able to do. Both at the P32 JUCO Showcase in Dallas and Memphis, you got to play in some other jamborees as well. What is that experience like, and competing against some of the best JUCO talent in the country all summer round?
I'm thankful that I got all these opportunities to go play at all these different places, get to travel for doing the thing that I love. So I'm thankful, first of all. I'm glad I got to see like all the best competition, play with all the best competition, show what I can do with them and how my versatility will add to any program, um, just by showing them that I can play with all the top guys and don't got to score to help you win.
No doubt. And it really helps too, because in my perspective in JUCO, we get a very organic of the best playing each other. Because when you think of it like the NBA, the All Star, they kind of just lollygagging around, no defense. It's the best of the best in that league, but there's not really any much defense or offense. So I know that can help, especially as a player. But through that, you received a bunch of interest and offers over the summer. Going into your sophomore year, you've already been heating up. What is that? How do you feel about that? What does that mean to you as a player to get these schools to reach out to you?
So in high school, I got it a little bit early, and then it slowed down, and then it picked up a little bit my senior year. So just trying to enjoy it as much as I can. I didn't get to do all the visits in high school as a lot of other people did. So I'm just staying on my path, focus on my past, and trying to make sure I make the best decision for me and my family to be successful.
I think that's really unique, Trayshawn, too, because with the transfer portal becoming a deal these past 4 or 5 years, you've been someone that kids can look up to, believe it or not. Like when things happen later, it's not so much that they weren't going to happen. It's just we have a longer process of those things coming to be. and that's an effect because of junior college, because of the transfer portal. So, there's a bunch of kids that are looking up to that exact path, and you're one of the first to do it. So, when 4-year coaches kind of talk and watch you this season, what do you hope stands out about your game beyond just the stat sheet?
Um, I keep talking about my versatility, so I hope that a lot of coaches see I can guard 1 through 5, I can play 2 through 5. Even though I might not have to play the 5 at the next school, but if I have to, I'm willing to go down there and battle and give it my all.
For sure. And given to your all, obviously it's a full time job, man. We're playing this game that we love so much, and at the same time, people it goes unnoticed. We got to be, you know, good in the classroom, and you've been recognized for growth both on the court and in the classroom. Earning student of the month. I recently saw a post you had of an academic reason. How do you balance academics with basketball at such a high level?
Uh, so we practice early in the morning, so it gives me, we work out twice a day. It gives me the day to go to class, do my work, get my work done. We do study hall, so you go in there, get your work done. You ain't got to worry about nothing. You can chill, do whatever you want the rest of the day. So I just say, just stay on the grind. Always, 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 always stay hungry. Don't get complacent of what's in your presence.
No doubt. Tell me a little bit about yourself, man. I mean, we play this game that we love so much, but we sometimes and some guys this is their therapy. But is there anything outside of basketball that you enjoy that you get to do in your spare time?
So I like to play the game. So I play the game with my brothers, my cousins, and I just use that as a balance, just to get away. Like if I know I had like a rough practice or something, I go get on the game, go play for a little bit, take my mind off of it, do my homework. So I say the key balance for me is the game and listening to music.
For sure. Probably playing some 2K in there, maybe some
Yeah, some
yeah, those
2K
type of
Madden.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So speaking of 2K, man, what a NBA player do you feel like you kind of, replicate your game after? Maybe it's a few guys.
Uh, Early on, I used to think Paul George, but watching a lot of NBA and studying it more as I got older, I see a lot of OG Anunoby.
Okay.
Just his two-way presence, and I'm getting there to be able to knock the three ball down at a consistent clip. So I see a lot of OG in my game.
Yes, sir. And you've been in and around the game, man. I mentioned you becoming a path that some of these high school players should not take a second glance at, so to speak, or maybe they should and realize that that might be the realistic opportunity. But as we speak to some of these high school kids, and we're starting to get involved in this space as well to shed light on the JUCO path, is there anything that you would give them advice or just some sort of hey man, this ain't no joke, and you can actually come out of here smelling like a rose?
Uh, what I'll say is a lot of people look past JUCO. Oh, it's just it's not that big, but a lot of coaches want somebody who's hungry to come in and win games, and I feel like JUCO has shown me that we're more hungry than a lot of the guys in the portal. We're cheap. Let's be realistic. We're cheaper than a lot of the guys in the portal, so you know it's easier for them to recruit us, get us for cheaper, come in, be dogs, help a program win, and then keep going up.
Definitely, man. Getting a better bang for their buck, that's for sure. But Trashaun, man, if there's any closing sentence that you kind of want to make a statement as to what, you know, coaches should expect, fans, of what you're going to bring to the table with Independence this season, what would that sentence be?
Uh, just expect to see us at Hutch. Um, Expect to see us making a run for it this year.
No doubt, man. Love it. Love the energy. Trashaun, appreciate your time, my man. Looking forward to the year. I know Coach Stedman has got you guys in, early, good and early form. So I'm looking forward to how you guys can make it happen.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Trashaun.